Every spring, of course, high school seniors across the country decide where they're going to go to college to further their education. For Jonathan Walker, though, it's a little more difficult to just pick one university. That's because this 18-year-old from Panama City, Florida, has been accepted to 27 of the most prestigious colleges in the country, including Stanford, Harvard, Yale, Duke, and MIT. He was accepted to every school he applied to and received $4 million worth of scholarships. That teen phenom joins us now. Jonathan, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
So let's start with the application process. When you applied to all 27 schools, were any of them reach schools, or you felt confident that you'd get into all of them?
Oh, no, like, being honest, I thought that all of them are reach schools. They're so difficult to get into. If I could get admission in one of them, I would have been super thankful.
So when you started getting the acceptances, yes, 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 accepted, 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 what was your response?
I mean, time after time, I would just say that it was just surprise just to see that they were interested in me and they wanted me to attend their institution, that they were offering me admission. And so I wouldn't say that like I got used to it. Each time that I got into a new school, it was just a ton of excitement.
How did you decide which schools that you were going to apply to?
Well, so I found out something that, so every time I went, like I researched a school, I would find something that I liked about them. And so every school on my list, I could see myself there. And so I didn't apply to anywhere that I don't think I would be happy at. And so I just made a list and then I started applying to them.
And you're obviously extremely versatile. You were crowned homecoming king. You're involved in the science club, the International Baccalaureate program, and you're also on the varsity football team. What is it that drives you?
I would just say that I've been blessed with God with a lot of ability. And so, I mean, I just want to take the time and use it to the fullest extent and just affect others, positively affect them, and try and inspire other people. And so I'm just thankful for the positions I've been put in. And I mean, just being in such a great opportunity surrounded by amazing people, I can't help but feel fueled.
And you're very enthusiastic about sciences and academics. You're working on getting a patent for one of your inventions. Last year, you won a national competition with another invention, a secure prescription drug management device. How did you find this passion? And tell us about your invention, if you can, if there's a patent on it already.
Right. So I would say that I found the passion just in being curious about the world. And so my parents, they bought me a chemistry set a couple of years ago whenever I was in middle school. And so just I found a way to channel that curiosity into science, and that soon blossomed into engineering. And then from there, I really learned that I could use engineering to help people. And so I just became super interested in creating devices that could help disadvantaged communities and people going through difficult problems. And that's just turned into me creating different devices. And so the device that I'm currently working on with a partner, his name's Alex Johnson, and he's at Yale right now. But it's basically like a wrist-held braille device where people who are blind and deaf can facilitate their communication with the outside world, so that they're not only able to communicate with interpreters, but somebody can come up to them on the street and they're able to communicate with them
instantaneously.
Yes, ma'am, exactly.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Do you know yet what you're going to major in?
So that's something I'm definitely trying to explore. I would say if I were to stick within like predefined lines, I'm mostly interested in engineering as well as entrepreneurship, hopefully going down like a nonprofit route, creating devices to help people. But I'm also exploring the possibility of creating my own major, since I have a ton of different interests and I don't want to leave any of them out whenever I'm in college.
So what would that be? If you could create your own major, what might that be?
As far as the name, I'm not exactly sure yet, but I would really like to incorporate like the design portion of engineering, as well as learning about psychology to learn how humans interact with machines, as well as just marketing so that I can sell products to generate money, and just anything else that I'm really interested in. Like, I'm also interested in cinematic arts, which I wouldn't have said a couple of years ago, but just as I've continued to grow, there's a ton of interesting things about the world, and I just like to explore it all.
When do you think that you're going to make a decision about college, and how will you go about making that decision?
Right. So it's definitely been like a ton of pros and cons lists. I've been trying to narrow it down. I've been able to narrow it down slightly, but I wouldn't say that it's like by any like measure of impact. Like it's not like any type of, I haven't been able to like lower any amount that it's helped me make like a clear decision. I'm just trying to get a feel from the school, from visits, about where I think that I would fit in, where I could see myself. And so hopefully sometime in the next couple of weeks, I'll be able to make a pretty confident decision.
Well, Jonathan, congratulations. What an accomplishment. Super excited for you. We know that big things are in store in the future, and so we really appreciate you talking with us and coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.